Hello, Libras. Thank you very much for joining this month's monthly reading for your December. So soon, we're already approaching the end of the year, and I hope all of you guys have had a wonderful and successful year of 2024. Now, of course, we all know astrologically speaking, the south node of the moon has been in transit in the sign of Libra. So this year, I would assume that you guys had a lot of shedding to do, right? So this is about letting go of the past, letting go of the old relationships, letting go of the old connections that were no longer serving you. Now, the other thing about Libra is all talking about balance and justice. So there were probably a lot of things for you guys that you felt unresolved due to the lack of justice actually in there. Maybe we have been treated unfairly. Maybe there were certain situations that left us burned. But the south node of the moon transiting in Libra was telling us to really know how to resolve those things in our own heart rather than in the actual reality. And sometimes psychologically and emotionally letting go of those issues would be more important. And I hope that you have already done that this year. And if you're still working through those issues, don't worry, there is still time, right? Healing is never a simple journey, and it usually takes time, and it takes also opportunities for us to be aware of certain things, to be enlightened. Now, today we're going to use our oracle of the celestial deities. We're going to pull some cards, right? And to read your general energy, your communication, and your interaction with the people around you, your career energy, and finally, your relationship energy. All right. So first of all, we're going to pull some cards from oracle of the celestial deities. Thank you, universe. Please kindly provide us with some useful guidance and also helpful wisdom for all our Libras. Now, the first card coming out is showing your communication and interaction with the people around you. And we have got Athena, which is actually the goddess of justice. Now, this card is usually talking about your sense of independence and your sense of leadership within yourself. Now, I like this energy because in astrology, Athena is associated with Libra, because Athena is about justice, right? And Libra is literally a scale. And usually you can see a scale at a lawyer's office, right? It's about, balance, right? What is right and what is wrong. So this is really showing that you guys are showing up very strong. Now, what could be balance you sitting here? What could be blocking you here? It's the Juno energy. Now, Juno energy is talking about already focusing on relationships or the importance of partnerships. Now, of course, this is such a Libra thing, right? I mean, for all the Libra people, you guys know that you love relationships. And in my lifetime, I've never seen any Libra person who says, I like being single. I don't like to be in a romantic relationships. But Juno, as a goddess of marriage at this moment, that could be blocking you, could be saying that sometimes if you're focusing too much on what a relationship can bring to you, what a relationship can fulfill you, that you might be finding that part is very difficult. And so this Athena and Juno duality here is asking you to rebalance your sense of self and your sense of others. All right. Now, finally, we're gonna have a look at what energy could be helping you and could be assisting you moving forward. And the energy we have got here is Eros. Now, when I'm looking at this energy, right, it almost seems like Eros is saying, it's fine to want to connect with other people because Eros is about social life. Now, however, this is not just about dating, but this could be about all types of, social interactions. Friends, right? Friends with guys, friends with girls. Eros is also talking about avoid loneliness, right? So you need to actually, during this period of time, to connect yourself with the bigger community. At the same time, Eros is also telling you that try not to take life too seriously. Eros is all about that light-hearted energy, right? So with this Juno blocking you, this could be about us taking everything seriously, right? And we might think that relationship is everything on top of everything, right? Especially if you are already in a relationship or you have always been thinking relationship is important to you, we might take everything seriously in terms of, what they say, what they do, are they taking me seriously, all these kind of things. Eros tells you that it's okay to want love, it's okay to date, it's okay to social, and you need that because sometimes we can all feel a little bit lonely, right? Here and there. And at the end of the day, human beings are gregarious animals. And so we need to be together with other people. But Eros tells you that the most important thing is not about being serious about something. It's not about, okay, so now we're dating. So what does that mean? Am I the only one you're dating? Are you thinking about our future? Are you thinking about commitment? Or if you're actually already in a relationship, this could be about us being a little bit either controlling, or sometimes we forget about the fun part of a relationship of being someone else. Right. So this is telling you to find that middle point regarding your current situation. Sometimes it's not just about love and relationship. I think when things, we're dealing with things in general, it's a bit like that. Either it's about work, or it's about, your friendships, or even your family relationships. The Juno energy sometimes can be a little bit too intense, right? So soften yourself down, and make sure that you have your boundaries, make sure that other people are not stepping on you. They're not treating you as a doormat. When you feel that it's unfair, you can say, no, sorry, I'm not going to do that. But you don't have to take things too seriously in your mind and thinking, this is unfair. Why did he or she do that? Right? This is about, okay, I draw my boundaries, but then after that, I don't think about it because it's not that important. And it's not, I'm not going to let that affect my mental health. Okay, very good. Now let's pull some extra cards from Oracle of the this is called Lenormand Oracle. All right. Now, dear universe, please kindly help us with help all the Libras, right, and find guidance and find the helpful wisdom that they need for the month of December. We're going to try to pull three cards. The first card is your communication and your interaction with the people around you. The second card is your career, professional development. And finally, we're going to look at your love and relationships. All right. First card regarding your conversation and your interaction, you got the moon. Now, this is very much about talking about your past. Okay. The moon is showing the past, our memories. When you have this energy in your interaction and conversation with people, this could be about you talking about the past a lot, reminiscing the past a lot. Sometimes the moon is also talking about our reputation. So this could be about you, Libra, caring so much about what other people think, right? Their opinions about you, whether they like you or not, whether they they validate you or not. I mean, that's such a Libra thing, right? I mean, we care so much about what other people think. This moon energy says that perhaps a lot of the conversation would be, surrounding that that specific thing. But we'll pull a little bit more tarot cards to see what this is exactly about. All right. Now let's go to the part that is about your career. Okay, and the energy is Lily. Wow, beautiful. So the Lily energy is talking about being open and being mature. This is also talking about peace that you're going to see in your work time. I like Lily energy. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. I don't know if you guys ever put on the fresh lily at home. Yeah. For a period of time when my studio was back in Taihang, in a different area in Hong Kong, I used to put fresh lily at home every week. Because fresh flowers, right? You put them at home after a week, they will wilt, and you have to throw them away. You have to buy new ones. But whenever I had white lilies at home, I felt I was in peace. I felt there's some kind of harmonious energy there. So I really loved this energy. So this lily card is telling you that this month is about peace. It's about making things stable and also dealing with things from a very mature perspective. Now, for some of you guys, this could also be saying that you might need to deal with a boss or a client who's much older than you. Lily is usually representing older people. So that's also good because this is about learning things from people who are more experienced than us. All right. Now, the moon with the lily, definitely this is showing that emotional peace that we're going to experience. So that's good. Now, for this month, definitely try not to get yourself into petty arguments or negative thinking patterns. You said that, I did that, but that was not fair to me, this and that. Sometimes it's important that just you need to make peace with yourself about certain things are certain ways, and I don't have to associate with myself with the negative people and negative energy, but I don't have to keep thinking about it. I don't have to keep, almost like regurgitate, what happened in the past. So let go. All right. Now, when it comes to love and relationships, Libra, the energy for you is a tower. Now, the tower here, sometimes it does show that, there could be some kind of loneliness in there. Sometimes, when it comes to relationships, right? Tower could be talking about you feeling you're a little bit like standing alone there. Specifically for those ones who are single, my beautiful Libras, if you have been single, probably you will feel a little bit like, oh, I really desire a relationship. I really want someone, but I've been single for a while and I'm just, fed up being single, right? On the other hand, if you are actually in a relationship, the Tower card could also be talking about a period of time of you focusing on yourself and rather than doing everything together with a partner. All right. Now, let's pull some actual tarot cards to see what these images are actually about. Okay. Now, we're gonna pull some cards here. Okay. Your universe, please kindly provide us with some useful guidance and helpful wisdom for our Libras for the month of December. Their areas, including their interaction and communication with other people, their career, and also their love life. Thank you, universe. First card, the way you communicate with other people, the conversations you're going to have, you got Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is really telling you that stop dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling on the things that are not happening, right? The moon is your past, your emotion. The Five of Pentacles shows sometimes there's a lack of there's a sense of lacking there. So, for example, we could be feeling that, oh, but that's not good enough, but I don't have that, right? It's just not there. And so this is really telling you that to balance your emotion, okay? Try not to feel that, it's almost like the mentality of scarcity, if you know what I mean? Try to focus on the things that we're already blessed by, all right? And I know that it's so easy to say that. Of course, I do the same, right? I could be enjoying a million different things and blessed by a million different things, but every day I am focusing on what I don't have. So this is just telling you that whenever you are feeling a little bit unhappy, try to just question yourself why we're doing this, all right? Now, for the work situation and your professional development, we got a hermit card. Now, hermit would lead definitely this talking about old people, okay? So what I actually see you dealing with someone much older than you. Or I could be an old colleague or an old a boss, right? In a good way, I think the Lily with the Hermit is also showing you that in this months, through the work and professional development, you might also be able to find your own sense of maturity. You might also feel that, well, I have grown and I've done a lot of reflection and learning about my career and how I need to deal with people around me and things like that. Now, with the Five of Pentacles next to the Hermit, I just want you guys to know, really focus on the healthy part of your work. This is about, not overly working, not, hurt your health, hurt your body, or work to the point that you already hate it. Okay, Hermit is about that sense of, I need to do something, I need to study, I need to learn, I need to reflect, but sometimes also there's a sense of, I don't know, could be loneliness, could also be a little bit like I'm on my own, and how am I going to deal with all this, overwhelming situation. And Lily also is talking about patience, to be honest. So I also feel that this month, my beautiful Libras, you don't need to rush, right? Specifically when it comes to project and things like that, take your time little by little and find your balance there. Coming back to the first part of three Roman gods that we just talked about, remember the energy that could be helping you is Eros. And Eros needs you to have fun. Eros needs you to take things lightheartedly, okay, not to be overly serious or not to be overly kind of like, it's not good, it's just too much, or I can't deal with this. Sometimes it just needs you to look at the situation and have a laugh and be like, sometimes life has ups and downs, right? And focus on what is fun for you in your situation. So with this Lydia Hermit and Five of Pentacles, what I would say to all the Libra people this month, you need a little bit of social life, okay? You need to see your friends. You need to have you know, light-hearted conversation. And remember, life is not just about suffering, but life is all about having fun. All right. Now continue. We're gonna go to your love and relationship. The card we have is Ten of Wands. Okay. Libra, I just feel that, remember at the very beginning of the session, I said there's a lot of letting go this year that you have to do. This is what I'm talking about, all right? So the Ten of Wands sitting here is literally talking about actually letting go of the heavy burden that has been on your mind. Now, for some of you guys, this could be literally talking about moving house, with your partner. All right. Now this, because a tower literally is like a building, especially if you're, living in an apartment building rather than in a house. An attendant one sometimes is talking about physically you're moving, you're transitioning. So for a small amount of you guys, you might be thinking about moving, or you actually are moving house. Okay. Now, for other people, if you're not moving house, this could be about actually dealing with some heavy burdens in your relationships. And just know that you don't have to be alone. If you're feeling that you have a partner, but you are still lonely, and if you're the one carrying all the responsibilities and all the accountabilities, right? And you have to do everything for the relationship, you don't have to. And I think it's important that you can have a very diplomatic conversation with your partner and say, what I need you to contribute to this relationship. All right. Now, let me just have a further look if there's anything that we're missing. Also, one thing that I would recommend to all the Libra people is by the end of the year, you need to do some sage cleansing for your house. Okay, now I don't know if you have ever used the sage in the past. Sage, Palo Santo, right? Clean your house, just make sure that all the old energies are gone, and then do a prayer before the end of the year. Maybe you can do that on New Year Eve, right? Just to refresh that energy and to welcome the news who's coming in. Because I do feel that this Southern transit, right, in Libra for this whole year has brought a lot of the heavy energies for Libra people. So this year, just know that you're gonna do well. Sorry, not this year. I mean, the coming year, you're gonna do well. You're gonna release all the burdens, and you're gonna have a successful transformation, just like a phoenix rising from the ashes. All right. Thank you so much, my beautiful Libras. Really glad that I'm able to do this reading for you guys. If you like me and my reading sessions, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you love and you care about. Always circulate that positive energy around. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next session. Bye.